Deep Eddy fucking goes hard.
Liquid Death, like the water, like still water.
Yeah. No, no, the mango chainsaw sparkling water they have, that shit is so fucking good.
Oh, I don't know that one, but I've only ever had their like their just normal waters. The sparkling one's really good. So for some reason, water out of a can hits different.
Oh, it hits
It
hard.
is. It is.
It's
It's
way.
better when it's carbonated, but when it's still, it's just like. This is really
Well, you know, like I go off of what Cobra Tate taught me. Still water is for poor people.
okay.
So,
Don't act like you was drinking sparkling before you got here, Bill.
yeah, so I mean, sparkling water, like my fridge is just full of LaCroix, which is like sparkling water where you shout a flavor down a hallway at it.
Oh, I bought my own seltzer maker.
Oh, a soda stream?
Ooh.
No, it's called a drink mate, so you can carbonate pretty much any liquid. With soda streams, you can only do water. So
Oh.
I can make my own sparkling wine.
Oh.
Ooh.
Can you turn your mic up a little bit?
Yeah.
Make some sparkling wine with some mead. That shit would be good.
Yeah, didn't Charlie, I think one time told me to, if I bought one, I can make carbonated milk.
Yeah.
Have you done that
Carbonated
yet?
ranch, Bill.
Actually, I can just move the mic closer to me. That also works, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I would totally just get drunk and start just carbonating shit that shouldn't be carbonated, like ranch. You know,
I don't. That might be too thick.
or
Some
yeah,
mustard.
but definitely like milk. I'd start carbonating milk.
There are videos of people doing it, and I've sent it to people, and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like,
I wonder what that tastes like.
Chaos. It's just pure chaos
"Horrible."
at
I
that point.
think some of them drink it, and they're like, "Ah, that's
Some,
so gross."
yeah, I mean, there's some power that normal people shouldn't have. You know, and carbonating things is one of those.
That's exactly what somebody said. They were like, "You have too much power," and I was like, "I know. I'm
I mean,
totally going to abuse it."
You can just skip out the middleman and carbonate some rum.
Into what?
Basically be a seltzer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely carbonate vodka for sure. Have you ever tried to put like cheap vodka through a Brita filter?
What happens with that?
It
I don't-
works.
It's supposed to be like make. It's supposed to make it like Grey Goose or some shit, you know.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's be honest. Grey Goose is not that good.
Grey Goose has great marketing on a decent product. You know.
The flavor of it, I absolutely hate it. It's way too sweet. I don't like that sweet. Which really
Sweet?
makes me sad because sweet. It's sweet to me.
Oh, I've never noticed
Drinking
it to
so
be
much
sweet.
goose, we're turning into geese.
I've never noticed a sweet vodka other than one time I mistakenly bought like Absolute Citron instead of just normal Absolute,
Oh
What's
yeah.
that?
which wasn't terrible. It's got like citrus in it, which wasn't terrible because like we mix our drinks, like we do like vodka LaCroix and it's typically like either with orange LaCroix or like limoncello LaCroix. So it wasn't terrible, but it still was a little,
Is that like a liqueur?
what?
Because I know the what's the tequila in the green bottle?
Oh, I don't know. It's not a liqueur. It's a vodka. It's just got like a little bit of flavoring in it.
Okay, because Patron has that citron.
Oh,
It's
I
a
don't know.
liqueur, so I didn't know if that one was also.
So yeah, tequila is on the bottom of my list, and then add sugar into tequila, and it's not even on the fucking list.
It's not tequila.
Oh.
It's liqueur. It's an orange. It's
Mm.
like triple sec.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, it's like an orange Lacroix or a orange liqueur.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's for making
It's
margaritas
just
essentially.
the Patron brand.
Brand. Okay. Yeah, I
You're
haven't.
supposed to mix in with.
Maybe I have seen that actually.
Yeah, so that's what made me think. Like, I wonder if it's the same thing. So does it have like the same alcohol content? Because that's the difference. Liqueurs have like 30%. So 40.
No, it's. I mean, it's just vodka. It's still the same alcohol percentage. They just like add something that
Sugar.
something that makes it taste a little citrusy. You know, it's probably nothing citrusy and probably something that will give me cancer one day. You know, but everything gives you cancer.
Probably just a bunch of citric acid just thrown in there.
Probably.
Shaken.
Just like, or like, you know, just next door is some place that makes like industrial, like lemon pledge, and they just take the chemicals from there and put it in there.
No, it's not even that. It's just the residual chemicals from when they clean it.
Yeah, that's it. They just like they don't rinse out the cleaner, the lemon scented cleaner, and they just start pumping in more booze into that vat. We know what you're doing, Kettle One. Or was it Absolute? I can't remember. But
I think you said absolute.
Absolute. Yeah, it'd be Absolute. I don't buy Kettle One that much because it's about like Grey Goose to me. I do like it better than Grey Goose.
I don't think I've ever tried it.
Kettle One? Yeah.
Is that a vodka?
Yeah. Tito's is a pretty solid go-to for me.
Oh, Tito's is so solid.
And then I do like Deep Eddies. You can't really get it a whole lot up here, and when you can,
That's
it's
what
like
I just did a shot of.
yeah,
It's lesser. It's 30%. It's not 40.
is it? But like when you find it here, I don't know, it's because it's like rarer here. Like every once in a while you'll find it, and it'll be like $35 for a bottle of Deep Eddies. I'm like, nah,
Jesus.
nah, bruh. I know what it is.
It's like $16 here.
No, but there is. Here in Iowa, there's a vodka, like a local vodka called Roe, and it's pretty good. And every once in a while, you can find it. Like they'll have it on sale for like $20 for a handle of it, which is what I know. But that's what steered me clear of it for so long. For like since I've moved here, I was like, ew, God, no, fucking disgusting. Like I'm not even gonna try that. It's that cheap. And then we ended up going on a party bus with some people and they had it, and I was like, oh, like unless it's something, it has to be something extremely terrible for me to like say no to, just out of Southern politeness. So I was like, okay, like I'll have like one drink of this and just move on with my life. And I was like, oh, this is actually like pretty good. I'd put it up there with Tito's. So whenever it, I mean,
it's good for mixed drinks, but not cheap.
And yeah, I don't do. The last time I did a shot of vodka was at a hockey game with my brother, and we've like he won like these drink tickets at the door, like for guessing like some trivia question, right? So we're like, oh, let's do this right and let's just do a shot. But they didn't have any like shot drinks there. Like, do you have Fireball? No. Do you have Jaeger? No. Like, okay. But we look back like, what do they have? And they had like all the flavored like shit UV vodkas. And I was like, whoa, well, there's Tito's.
Those taste like high school.
Yeah, like, well, there's Tito's. Tito's is decent vodka. Like, let's just do a shot of that. Both of us hadn't done a shot of vodka before that for probably like college. So like we get to our seat and we drink that shot of vodka and you just feel it. Like I felt it from the tip of my tongue to the bottom of my stomach. And it was just like, oh, I remember now why I don't do shots of fucking vodka. Vodka is meant for mixing. Like, I don't understand.
To be fair, a couple of weeks ago, I tried a vodka that was called Tastes Like Chicken.
What the fuck?
I mean, now you have to try it. If somebody told me like this vodka tastes like chicken, I'm gonna be like, all right, pour one. All right.
And I was like, what the shit? And it's really cheap too, $9.99.
Of course it is.
That's just my style, baby. So let me try that shit. On the back of the label, it says does not actually taste like chicken.
Oh, I was gonna say the caveat is it tastes like a live chicken. Like licking a live chicken. That's what it tastes like. It tastes just like dirt and feathers.
That's like in the same boat as the Arby's fry vodka.
So I took a sip of it. I didn't take a full shot or anything like that. I just like from the bottle, took a little bit on the tongue, and it was room temperature, hardly any rubbing alcohol experience at all. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, because I absolutely never take shots of vodka. The last time I took a shot of vodka, like, prior to that, was 2017 when I was fucked up at the airport in Cozumel. And I bought 2 shots and a Dos Equis for myself. My ex at the time was like, I don't want that shot. So I was like, fine, I'll just take both.
I'll take a pussy.
Exactly. So I
I'll
had
do it,
them in
bitch.
solo cups in like both my hands like this.
Ugh.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna, I take this one. So what happens?
They both
It goes
go.
right into my fucking eyeballs.
Ugh.
And it was Tito's.
No, see,
No wonder you hate Tito's.
So
I feel
you
sick
just
to my
helped me have a
stomach.
breakthrough, Jake. Like that is exactly why I hate Tito's.
That's why I hate Tito's.
Fucking therapy with Jake over here. I'm like therapy gecko, just as
I
stoned.
fucking take him straight to the balls, man. And it was just, I was like, I'm not gonna get on this flight. So fucked.
Mascara running
See
from
that?
Tito's.
Yeah. People think you've been crying. It's like, no, Tito's. I was like, we don't need to know
It's like
his
it's
name.
alcohol. It's alcohol too, so it smears like extra hard.
Don't cry over Tito. He doesn't deserve you. You know.
It was all Tito.
No, I was where I was.
all Tito.
Yeah, where I was tracking that was like you ended up just like throwing up all over the airport because I've been there, hungover in an airport. Like, know what I need? I just need a shot.
Oh no, I wasn't hungover. We had been drinking the whole day. We were like, we're gonna go fucking hard before we get on this airport. So I was drinking drinks called like a Takeoff. It was similar alcohol content of like a Long Island, and so I was but no, I didn't throw up, thankfully. But after we landed, we went to Wendy's and got food. It was like 11 p.m. I looked down at my feet, and I had cankles.
Oh, all swole up.
I had sandals on that were like all like strappy,
Uh-huh.
and my feet were so swollen that like the straps cutting into my feet, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And my ex at the time looked at my feet, and he was like, "Dear God, what the fuck's wrong with my feet?" And I was like, "I don't know. This has never happened before. What the fuck is wrong with my feet?"
It's too hot.
He left you in Cozumel because your ankles were swollen.
It's probably because I didn't fucking drink water the entire time.
Well, you don't drink the water in Mexico. Like, it's safer to drink
Well,
tequila.
They have bottled water, but like like it was an all-inclusive resort. I was drinking tequila shots and mixed drinks the entire time.
Yeah, we did. What did I find? So I don't really like tequila all that much. I can understand people that drink tequila, like a good tequila, like on ice, like or sip tequila, over people
I was sipping it. Yeah.
over people that do it with vodka. Like I've been in clubs and stuff, and somebody's like Grey Goose on ice. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, ugh.
I would order a shot of tequila there in Mexico. So like of course the tequila's always better there. With a lime, and it would be 3 sips from the tall shot glass, and then I would bite the lime every single time. And that's why I like tequila shots, because I get the salt and the lime. It's not just straight alcohol.
But
a lot of people are like, oh, tequila, no. And I'm like, I only like it straight.
Yeah, so I don't really like
I
tequila
the
drinks a
whole
lot.
Shot. Like I like sipping, and then with the lime.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's what I found last time we were in Mexico, because the time prior to that, about 15 years ago, the last time I was in Mexico, I was doing tequila shots and got arrested. So I had kind of steered away from tequila since then. But we were there, and they actually, it was mezcal, so I don't know, is that actually tequila? Or isn't mezcal like a style of tequila?
That's evil. That's tequila's evil brother.
Okay, so it's like Luigi or Wario?
Yeah, it's like Wario.
How was it? It's like...
It's smokier.
It's like barrel aged, I think.
Yeah,
all, fuck, what is it?
it's like a bourbon. Like it is a
All
tequila,
mezcal is tequila,
but not all tequila is
tequila is
mezcal.
mezcal.
Yeah, so that's the bourbon thing. Is all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. Yeah, it's a subsect. So, but they did like they would salt like the rim in tahine seasoning,
Ooh.
and then do like they'd had like the ice block. They'd like hammer a bit off the ice block, throw it in there, and then do mezcal pretty much all the way to the top, and then maybe like just like a half a shot glass of orange juice, like freshly squeezed orange juice into it, and that was fucking incredible.
Sounds yummy. I've never tried mezcal, but I'm super interested in it. I never really heard about it until last year, this year, actually.
Yeah, I think it's kind of I don't know if it's new, but I think it's newly popular on on the scene. Oh shit, is it Alex's birthday?
Yeah.
Hey, cheers, bud. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chug King.
It was Charlie's birthday Tuesday?
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
August babies.
Are you 30 yet? Have you hit 30 yet?
Wow.
No? Okay.
No.
Wasn't sure. Are you old enough to
I
rent a
still get
car?
carded.
You still-
I finally
barely 21.
You did or didn't get carded?
I always get carded.
I still get carded sometimes, but I'm assuming because it's really dark wherever that's at, and I don't see like the gray or the
I-
crow's feet. Like,
Yeah, I always get carded, and I'm like, no, actually, when I was 30, my aunt and uncle came up and took my mom and I out, and I got carded when we went to the restaurant. And my aunt was like, "She's fucking 30. Are you serious?" And I was like,
wait, is
Wow.
it
"Card
Womb?
me harder."
Womb just said it's not his birthday. Is it his birthday?
Yeah,
or
it's
is,
Cheechov's.
is Womb fucking with us? It's not his birthday. He just said.
No, it's Alex's birthday.
He just said it's not his birthday in the live chat.
Yeah, Womb said that. Oh.
No, but Cheechop just said that.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna take. You know what? Focus all of that.
Who the fuck said it first?
My birthday 2 days ago.
You fucking asshole. Who said it first? Womb, you fucking asshole. You told him happy birthday.
All right, we're gonna take all that birthday energy and focus it on Charlie. Okay. And let's see, what celebrity's birthday is it today? Do you guys share any?
Celebrities die today?
Do you know? Do you guys share any birthdays with celebrities?
I share birthday with the
I think I do
Simpsons
with
guy.
Brian Adams, or Brian Adams' song was really popular on my birthday.
Which one?
I don't know.
Well, Bryan Adams is, I mean, an American staple, even though he's Canadian. Was it the one from the Three Musketeers soundtrack, or
Well, I will Google it right now.
to the Google machine?
Google.
I'm trying to think of. I can't remember who I share a birthday with. All I know is I share a birthday with Joe Pesci Oh.
Yeah.
and Tom Hiddleston.
You got that gangster energy, Bill.
Who's Carol King? I don't know who that is.
Pricing bitch.
Amber Vallata? Oh, she's
Everything I do it for you.
everything I do. Oh, I do know this. I share a birthday the same date and year as Michael B. Jordan, who is my wife's like biggest hall pass. So I'm like, hey, we're kind of the same person. We have the same birthday, you know.
You guys are literally the
we're
same
the,
guy.
We're the same height. We look very similar, you know.
I
So
know so
If
many.
I was in a room with you guys, I wouldn't be able to tell you guys apart. to be
between me and
completely
Michael B.
honest.
Jordan, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Equal
Okay.
talent levels.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't see colors, so.
I made that joke one time to somebody, and she called me. She said that's the most racist thing I can say.
All right. Let me tell you all the people that were born on August 1st. It'll be a minute. Jason Momoa,
Nice,
Sam Mendes,
nice.
Coolio,
Oh,
Adam
R.I.P.
Duritz,
R.I.P. Coolio.
Demian Bichir. I don't know who the fuck that is Joe Elliott, Elijah Kelly, Chris Hemsworth, John Carroll Lynch. I'm not going to say that name. I don't know how.
You're
Halle
basically
Berry,
Crim's Hemsworth.
Halle Berry. There you go.
Jerry Garcia, another
Meh.
name I don't know.
Not
Melville. What?
who?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Ooh.
Nice cologne.
Swish and we don't know you best. Jennifer fucking Aniston. Jay Anus.
You're basically Jennifer Aniston, Charlie.
Anus?
So,
Jack
what?
O'Connell, Matthew Perry, Jack Black, Amanda Seyfried, Demi Moore, and Steve Martin.
Who's Steve Martin?
I am not special on this day at all, guys.
Or maybe you are special.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
August is the babies that were conceived during Christmas, so.
During
Thanksgiving.
There's a
So-
TikTok all about it.
JJ
But I'm
sent me
pretty
a
sure
TikTok
I was
about
conceived
that.
around like Halloween, because like the first. But
Right.
my due date was actually July 31st. So like, I was a late bloomer. My mom took castor oil and almost had me on until.
Sorry. My wife comes home and immediately turns on the furnace fan, which is right in front of me. And you can hear it on the microphones. Tell her to turn on the goddamn furnace fan.
Jerry Garcia is in a bag, man.
About to go Ray Rice real hard on her later.
Wild. I am.
Jerry Garcia, are you guys Grateful Dead fans?
No. I love weed, but I don't like Jerry Garcia.
I mean, like Tom Jones is okay.
Tom-
Riding that train, high up. That's not the same song, but like you know.
I thought, wasn't Tom Jones like the lounge singer guy?
Yeah.
It's not
There's songs
unusual
like
to
Tom
be
Jones.
loved.
There's a song. It's not the same, but it's like
I know what song you're
That one
talking
song?
about. I don't know who sings that one.
it's like about a ghost. Tom Jones on a train. I'm not crazy, man. I swear.
Ghost on a train. I don't know.
No, that's not how it
That's
fucking goes.
Ghostbusters 2 with the ghost train. And it runs right through Ernie Hudson.
R.I.P. Ernie Hudson.
Is Ernie Hudson dead? He was just in the newest
I don't fucking
Ghostbuster.
know.
Oh. I was say, like, don't do that shit, Toby. Like, come on, not Ernie.
There's Tom something.
It's like, what's your source? Me, I made it up.
I don't know. Sounds right. Which would be just pretty much anybody on the internet. Like, I don't know. Sounds right.
I fucking made it up. It came to me in a dream, alright?
But yeah, like, come on. You can't take Pee Wee Herman from us and Ernie Hudson in the same week. Like, come on.
Who's Ernie Hudson?
Ernie Hudson?
Black guy from Ghostbusters.
Like, black dude from Ghostbusters.
What? When did this happen?
I don't know. I fucking made it up.
No, it is a black dude from Ghostbusters. Wait, or when did he die? I don't think he's dead. He was just
No,
in the
he's still
news.
alive.
Good God, you two, like,
I'm trying.
I'm about to have to implement a very hard no weed policy before the show starts. God damn.
I'm sorry. This is the alcohol more than anything else. So you just take that back right now.
Oh, well, I would implement that policy, but
About the Zaza. Like it's not the Zaza.
I don't think I'm entertaining without weed.
I haven't had like much food today either. So like, just
yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, no, he's still alive. He's still kicking around.
Ernie Hudson? I think he's still like fairly on the
Is it-
younger
it's
side.
Casey Jones, like Tom Jones.
Casey.
He's 77.
I was close.
Is it Casey Jones, the one from the Monkees? No, that's
I don't think so.
that's
Davy
that's
Jones.
Davy Jones, also known for his famous locker in the ocean.
So this was like a big question that came up. Like it was an argument that.
Casey Jones, also from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So
Oh.
he's the one with the.
So you
hockey
guys might
mask.
remember
I've only
this.
seen the first one once, but we owned the second one, so that was what I knew of the Ninja Turtles. So when I saw the first one, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You didn't watch the second one with Vanilla Ice at the end?
That was the one that was That was the first one I ever saw. 'Cause that
Go
was the one
Ninja, go Ninja, go. I went and saw the new animated Ninja Turtles movie last
Yeah.
night, and they play that song in it.
No way.
Yeah, and I was like, go Ninjas, go Ninjas, go. And my kids were looking at me like I had lost my fucking mind.
They're like, how the fuck does he know this?
I have a Ninja Turtle backpack, and I love it. And my old roommate and I would do the dance, like to the song.
Yeah.
I would, when I was an intern in 2019, with all like the young 20-year-olds, I would play that song, and they were like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "You're gonna learn today.
Gonna learn today. Gonna learn today.
You're gonna know."
Rob Van Winkle, a.k.a. Vanilla Ice. Don't blame him for
Master
going by Vanilla Ice.
contractor.
Yeah, doesn't he have a show or had a show where he's like flipping houses?
I don't know if he still has it, but he did. But I'm assuming he's probably still doing that today.
I don't know. Last I saw him was he was like in the surreal life, like having a total meltdown
The breakdown on there.
because
You
like
know
they didn't
the-
like they didn't rank Casey Hart as like an A-list celebrity.
Who's Casey Hart?
He's a fucking like freestyle motocross dude. Like
He's married to Pink.
yeah.
Hart in Huntington. He has a tattoo shop.
Yeah, he's married to Pink now, which is what he's famous for. And yeah, you know,
That's a little 90s there.
back when the X Games was cool.
I know Tony Hawk.
I love the X Games.
I don't even know if they still
Danny
do the
Way
X.
was a shit.
Who?
Danny Way.
I don't
He
remember
would do
Danny
like
Way.
the long skateboard drops.
The big drop-ins.
I remember watching Travis Pastrana when like he was first coming out when he was like 19 years old doing crazy shit.
Yeah, doing
And I was like,
backflips.
is he cute or is he not? Like he's cute and then he's not, and like he's
Travis?
cute and then he's not. And to this day, I'm like, oh, he's so cute in this picture, and then like he'll take another picture, and it's just like, ugh.
I think I've actually met him once before, and he's just an average kind of looking guy. I mean, he's not ugly.
Right?
He's not like there's nothing like striking about him, I
But,
guess.
like, I was like 13, so I'm like, how do I do?
No, who
That's what I'm
is
scared about.
no who is striking that I've met before is Patrick Dempsey,
Whoa.
Dr.
Really?
McDreamy.
Even with the nose?
He is a very good looking person. I will say that. Granted,
He
like
married his mom's friend when he was like 18 years old.
yeah, his wife, by the way. Don't see that. I
Yeah.
don't understand that one. You know,
Now, well,
I
guess
mean,
a
maybe he
lot of
married for love.
the
He's been
the
married for 24 years with a lady that she was blonde and looked really pretty.
now like I mean, okay. Let me back this up. She is not like repulsively ugly, but when you think about like Patrick Dempsey, Dr. McDreamy, right? The dude who's in all the chick flicks, everybody's gonna be like, oh, his wife's got to be like a smoke show, and you see, you're like, oh, man, you're just like some normal mom at the grocery store, I guess. Like, I don't know. I worked on his race car team, so
Look at his first wife, honey. Did you not hear me say he married his mom's friend when he was 18?
well, I mean, maybe he's just into that.
His I mean, if you factor that in, it's like looks
Dude's got mommy issues.
are not something to him. He does not go off of looks. He goes off of
Are you trying to say that he's gay?
No.
Yes.
I
Why
think.
would that
Let the
equal
record
gay?
show. Charlie is saying that Patrick Dempsey is a gay man. Kind of like Hugh Jackman.
That's weird that you would go
Oh,
there.
Hugh Jackman is totally fucking gay.
Which is fine. I don't care.
That one, I'm not sure about that one. I never thought about that until Ross was like, but then I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, what's going on in the live chat?
I don't know.
It kind of makes sense though.
I see you making faces, Bill.
Oh, I was. He saw. Chichov says he sold stuff from those houses he flipped. I'm guessing he's talking about Ice Cube or Vanilla Ice, not Ice Cube.
Oh yeah, because he owed like a bunch of fucking money to Queen, right? And David Bowie.
I don't know. I don't keep track of the daily comings and goings of Vanilla Ice.
But no,
I
Evil
think that's honestly
Ginger,
why he failed.
Pee Wee is devastating. I grew up, we owned Big Top Pee Wee, and I fucking loved it. So,
Better
the
than Pee Wee's
day
Big
he found
Adventure.
out, I
Dude, Pee
watched
Wee's
it
Big
with my
Adventure
mom.
was fucking the shit.
I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel.
I
I'm
remember
looking for
watching
my
that one with
bicycle.
my dad, but we owned the circus one, and I absolutely just loved it.
Did you watch the fuck out of it?
Yes, I watched the fuck out of it to the point like my older sisters were like, "Oh my gosh!" What? Like they would make fun of me and
It's like they
whatnot.
hear the theme song and they just start screaming.
Pretty much. But I loved it, and it was like I never got like the sexual stuff in it until later on.
Is there sexual
So
stuff in it? I
fucking-
haven't seen that shit since.
Oh my gosh, yes! Like he has sex in that movie with the girl from Hot Shots.
What?
Yes, he has sex in the movie.
Cap on that.
I don't remember seeing a sex scene in this movie.
Okay,
Which with the
yeah, he
girl
has
from
sex
Hot
with her
Shots?
because
The
he-
brunette? Wait, the brunette or the blonde one
Yes.
from Part 2?
both of them. It's the same girl.
He had sex with both of them?
It's the same girl in both movies, honey.
No, there's the dark-haired one who's in the first one and the second one. And then there's the
not
blonde one with the mole.
dark-haired one. The main girl.
Charlie, you didn't know that if women dyed their hair, they automatically become a different woman? You didn't know
No,
that?
the blonde-haired girl is another woman.
Okay.
Uh,
What's
you haven't
up,
seen fucking
Davey?
Hot Shots?
Valeria Golino.
You have got to watch Hot Shots.
I have seen it.
I've seen Hot
With
Shots.
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, it's just, yeah. You know,
What I was talking about, so you have the first one, which I will say, one of the very few instances where the sequel is better than the first one. Hot Shot Part 2 is definitely
100%.
better than Hot Shots. When he's in that like underground like Thai fighting thing, and the dude's like dipping his knuckles in glue and then like broken glass and like barbed wire pieces, and then he goes and dips his knuckles in like caramel, melted caramel. He's like gummy bears, sprinkles, sprinkles. It was like a fucking buffet at Ryan's, you know.
It's amazing. It's so great. I love it so much.
Hold on.
80s
Yeah,
movies
no.
were some of the best shit ever.
So Pee Wee's in the girls' trailer, I guess you would call it. And then they, start making out, and then it starts showing a volcano erupting and like waves and all this shit that's like symbolic of an eruption. So I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
oh shit.
Oh shit! I gotta watch this now. She is in Big Top Pee Wee.
Yeah.
I never knew. I gotta go watch those movies as an adult and go back.
She's
Dude,
also
they're
in.
so fucking funny. Like, there's so many times I just was laughing out loud at just like the physical comedy of it, and he is so brilliant with the physical comedy.
I loved him
and
in
I'm so-
Mystery Men.
I've never seen that movie.
It's pretty good. It's a movie about like people that have superpowers but don't know.
No, I remember seeing the trailers for it, but I've never like seen it on TV or like seen it streaming, and so I've just never. But it looked funny. I remember seeing it on like movie trailers before the movie came on.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked him
And
in
Blow.
Chowder.
In what?
Chowder?
I don't know that one.
He played like it's like a cartoon on Cartoon Network of a little cat that's like a
Oh.
chef, and he played like a ship captain that was a pig,
Hmm.
who was like a kind of recurring character, and he was, I don't know, that's how I got to know him, and then discovered Pee Wee a little later on.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
I remember seeing him on Nice Dreams with Cheech and Chong, being like a strung out drug addict. But my other favorite, and I completely forgot about this when they were talking about it. I think I was on RPR the other day. But his role in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I was about to comment. Evil Ginger in the live chat brought up him and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That
I-
was
Buffy?
Like not the show, the original movie.
What?
There was a movie long before
Yes.
the show, and I remember
His
watching that.
death.
Like, I was probably, I don't know, 7 watching that movie because it had Donald Sutherland in it, and my dad loved fucking Donald Sutherland. It's like, oh, it's gotta be a good movie. Got Donald Sutherland in it, you know.
Fucking
I
Donald
loved
Sutherland.
her blue tights in the beginning. Oh,
God, who is that chick who's in that? Because she went on to do some. She was hot.
what is her name?
Isn't it
Christine
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Moore or
No,
something
nope.
like that? But
Christy
yeah, he had
Swanson.
the best death. Like,
Yeah, he like really drags this like staking out. He's like again like leaning against the wall, like
He keeps going. He kicks the wall.
I think it had David
Like, he
Arquette in
stops
it
for a
too,
bit,
right?
watches
Like,
them, and like he keeps going. Oh my god! Like I said, he's just the fucking best. But even like during the movie,
adding
that
this
was
one
my
to the list, by
favorite
the way.
arm. Like when he loses his arm.
I gotta add that one to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
I love that.
The reason why you don't know about it, Jake, is because it came out like
80s.
6 years before you were born.
So like 92.
It's
92.
why the show happened.
What? IMDb has it rated at 5.7. It's definitely like
Fuck IMDb.
it's definitely a 9 plus. Okay.
I love that movie so
Doesn't
much.
IMDb also have Super Troopers like rated pretty low too? So
I don't
fuck
know.
them.
But it got Christy Swanson who plays Buffy. I wonder what she's done lately.
Max and Flight of the Navigator too. Jeepin said.
Oh, maybe. He was Max in Flight. Who? Oh, Paul Rubens?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
I'll have to make a
1986. All right.
Right back.
Big Top Pee Wee. Pee Wee's Big Adventure was in 1985? Good God.
What year did Pee Wee get arrested?
That was like 93 or something.
Because like, what happened with that one? Did he come on the back of the guy's head?
No, he was literally just had his dick out in a porn theater. Which I'm with Jesse on this one. What else are you gonna fucking do? Are you gonna like watch this porn and have like a huge erection in your pants? And then what? Like
Whip it
try
out.
to remember your favorite scene later on when you get home?
Was Pee Wee hung?
I don't know.
You never know.
I feel like he was.
He could have been.
Hard to tell.
He could have
Maybe
been.
that's why they.
People are like, I can look at someone and know, and like I'm not that person. Like you literally, you just don't know until you're like, let me see your dick. That's what it's like.
Do you do that often?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Just like whip it out, boy.
But apparently, well, no, I was gonna say people on Grinder do, but they just send dick pics, but they do it so well.
I know. You keep saying this. I'm almost interested in you like just send me Grinder dick pics so I can just learn how to do it better. I'm not
They do it like a lot of them.
I'm
were
not interested in the
mirror.
dick. I'm interested in the art so I can
Like,
recreate it.
They were posing in a mirror hard instead of like taking it from a POV.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wow. And like some of them, like it wasn't always in the bathroom. A lot of them were in the bathroom, but some of them were in like a floor length mirror. And then,
Nice.
of course, they had like a body of a god, you know. Sort of
Well,
thing.
so there that's what I was about to ask. Does that
Yeah, do you see fat
does
guys
that
like
help?
me posing like that?
Does that help make the dick pic better when the dude's like six packed out and oiled up?
Okay, so the interesting thing was the guy that was showing me these pictures of these guys, he was a bigger guy. So I was like, I don't know what it's like for him. I'm not gonna ask him that. But all the guys he was talking
Why?
to, like they were all very good looking guys, like thinner. So I actually didn't see any of like.
Cheechoff says Pee was packing a large Marge. Large Marge sent you. No, the only
But one dude's wiener went hard left, and I was like, you know what? Like he still has confidence in this photo, even though it's just like.
well, I
I don't know
mean,
if that would work, but like.
I don't know.
It
Does,
works
does
somehow.
direction matter in a butthole or a mouth? I guess.
I don't know. Like in a mouth, yeah, because like to you have to get in, like you have to position
You're like
yourself just
going from
like
the
that.
side. Like it's,
Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be like the stereotypical
yeah.
way.
Well, we all know my dick pic. It's a GIF that come up. Peekaboo.
Is it like that broken carrot commercial on the old people channel?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. No, mine doesn't have a curve like that.
They
Probably
get like Botox in their cock.
the most artistic one I ever did was in our new house. I installed one of those like telescoping hotel like 10x mirrors on the wall in the bathroom. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
On the arms, and it has a light on
Yeah.
it. You know, it's like a little round, like a makeup mirror, but it's on a little arm, so you can put it up against the wall. So I definitely got a good hard one and took a picture of side profile, but into the in the mirror, you know. So you had to like she really had to like, why are you sending me a picture of the mirror? Oh, okay. Hashtag art. Okay.
That's artistic as fuck, Bill. You need to get that like blown up.
I
and
put it in.
framed
I put it
on
in
camera.
Lightroom and kind of black and whited it a little bit, you know, and put like sad, like kind of like sad French music in the background.
This is like describing one of my Instagram posts.
I titled
I
it
mean,
"Tears
you
of a
make it
Clown."
artsy. You can't say you didn't try.
I titled it "Tears of a Clown."
Put a little clown face on the tip that if you zoom in, you see it.
Yeah, you gotta zoom way, way in. Like right, like it's a clown. It's actually Penny. It's a Pennywise looking coming up through the storm drain, but in my pee hole.
Oh. But is Pennywise
That's not true, but
sad?
now I have ideas. Hiya, Georgie.
That's like that's Halloween dick. That's an October dick pick.
Put like the Easter bunny popping out in spring.
I do know somebody who is very, very good with video editing. Nobody with the Drinking Bros thing, so not that. But who one time sent his girlfriend a dick pic. It was like a close up from the front, and he edited to where it looked like a spider was crawling out of his pee hole.
What the fuck?
He was so proud of it that he showed me, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Should be like, can you
I wanna
fuck
have
me with
night
that?
messages. Thank you, man.
Like, oh, good God. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty brutal one. Like, don't recommend that. I don't think it had the desired effect, or maybe it did, because they broke up pretty soon after that.
That's how you tell her you have an STD.
Yeah. So I caught something. Oh my God! Can you imagine doing that? But it's a crab. I'm like, I have crabs, and it's just like a bunch of little crabs coming out of your pee hole.
I don't think that's how crabs work, Bill.
No, never had it.
I don't know how they work, but I think they live in your pubes.
The one
Yeah.
time I thought I had an STD, it turned out to be a kidney stone. So I don't know.
No.
I was like 20.
Knock on wood.
I was 20, and that was
Yeah,
full blown DG4L days, man. Like, so next thing you know, it's like I go to pee, and I'm like, oh, it feels like I'm peeing out razor blades. Like, oh God damn it, it happened. It finally happened.
Tossing it down the hallway without a bag.
And after like 2 days, I thought maybe like, okay, maybe it's just like a UTI or something. Like drinking cranberry
I'll
juice
drink some
like crazy.
cranberry.
And then finally, like, went to the doctor, and they did the old Cotton Eye Joe. They're like, nah, you're good. Like, tell me what it is. And so I tell them, like, okay, like, what's your diet like? And I was just like, do you drink a lot of water? And this is back when I didn't drink any water. All I drank was fucking Dr. Pepper and alcohol. So he's like, oh yeah, it's a kidney stone, dude. It's like, are you sure? He's like, it's a fucking kidney stone.
Ooh.
It sucked.
Even you describing the Cotton Eye Joe, just like, oh,
Oh, you ever had it?
yeah.
Oof. Oof.
Grab it.
That's why you don't fuck around with single moms in a city
I
like
will.
Albuquerque.
I will say. I think the COVID test was way worse.
God no.
But there was a lot of time. I had a lot of time in between. It was a solid, I don't know, over 20 years between the two, I
It's
guess.
forgotten.
No, 15 years. So I don't know. I can't remember, right? Like,
Ugh.
All you
Especially
need
if
to
the
do
doctor's
is
mad,
get
you
a
think it's funny.
sounding rod, and then Mrs. S can remind you exactly what it feels like.
no, thank you. I don't understand that one bit. A friend of mine sent me a.
What the fuck, Womb?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? So, okay, so people listening to the audio, our good friend Womb Raider in the live chat right now said, the best way to get rid of crabs is to shave one side, leave the other, and then light it on fire. When they run across, stab them with a knife stick. Womb, it's time to go night-nights, buddy.
Godspeed there.
Yeah. Time to go night-nights. I am, however, I just started the design for the big-titted animal t-shirts, so get ready for that.
Oh, shit.
Big-titted animals?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The BTA. But yeah, before that happened with Womb Raider, fucking weird. He must be on extra mushrooms tonight. I had somebody send me, he's like, oh, have you ever heard of sounding? I was like, yeah, of course I have. Like, no thanks. He's like, well, like, what about this? And it was a female sounding herself.
What the
That's how you
fuck?
get UTI.
Well, I think
From your bladder.
male or female, I don't think it's the healthiest thing to start jamming things in their urethra. Either
I
way.
guess you can get it off with alcohol.
I don't know.
I
I
mean-
think either way,
I mean, like actual rubbing alcohol.
no, I understand what you're saying, but I think either way,
That would
probably
sterilize.
not the healthiest thing to do with your body.
Every time I see the stir rods in the labs,
I mean, granted, I guess
I-
the butthole is supposed to be exit only, but
Not the stir rods.
I'm traumatized.
the swizzle sticks. I will say I'm on the same page. Every time I go to like a fancy bar and they're like stirring my drink with one of those little thin glass swizzle sticks, I'm like, somebody's jammed one of those up their pee hole before. I mean, I guess I've had a catheter once. Does that count?
Did you put it in yourself?
No. I almost pulled it out myself though.
I think
What
I've
the-
seen the result of that happening a lot, and because I've seen the end of a guy's pee hole be as wide as his dick, and so when he peed, he had to do it in a container because it just like it came out the entire hole. I was like,
It's
"How
just
the
like a
fuck did that
fucking
happen?"
bust, like like when you barely turn on a hose and it just like swirls and.
It sputters a bunch of air out first and then it comes out. No, but I'm pretty sure that's why I have difficulty peeing sometimes. Like I have like an injury, a urethral injury from the
Like
catheter.
Keith's urethra.
I got a narrow urethra, Peggy. I started watching that. So another one we need to do. We need to off air. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
but-
the other idea we're talking about doing and when we're going to start that. But King of the Hill would be the next one to do.
King of the Hill is so great. The early ones
Texas
are
slice of life.
hilarious.
God damn
I
it.
like how Dale's voice is actually deeper, and like you can tell like the difference in the actual drawings.
Oh yeah, Dale.
Great.
Like my best friend is Dale Gribble.
Pocket scene.
Pocket Sand, Squirrel Tactics. That other exterminator. There's one episode where another like a female exterminator is like hitting on him. He's like, "Are you attempting to know me?"
Me every time a woman talks to me.
And then, oh my gosh, like the whole time, everyone. I didn't realize that they actually had an episode that confronted his wife's philandering.
Oh yeah.
And then like everyone just decided to not tell him. It's like holy fuck.
Yeah, because Peggy, it's the episode Peggy finds out about it.
Yeah,
I had no
'cause
idea.
all
And
the
she's like,
guys knew.
and Peggy like goes over to Khan's wife. I can't remember what her name is, the neighbor.
Connie.
No, that's the daughter. I can't remember what Khan's wife's name was, but she's like, did you know? Ming? Min? Min.
Ming.
Min? Ming?
Min.
I don't know, some sort of yellow name. We'll be racist and just spout everything else out.
No yellow.
But she's like, can you believe that she's having an affair? She's like, oh, she's cheating on John Redcorn?
Right?
And then there's one where Dale's wife gets fired, I think. But there's like wildfires in Arlen. She's like, she's going to steal a news van and go cover the wildfires. And she's like, Dale, get out of the hot tub. We're going to go steal a news van. And like from off screen, you hear him go like, it's the perfect crime. How can they ever report it? Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that one after Futurama because that's a King of the Hill is an American classic. God
It's
dang
fucking
it,
great.
Bobby.
The only thing I can't
I got no
about
shins.
It created a hole.
They're like they drive places. There's like this would take 6 hours to drive like to these places. They make Texas seem a lot smaller than what it really is. I'm like, bitch.
Did you ever see the one where Boomhauer gets drunk and falls asleep while tubing on the river and ends up in downtown Dallas?
I don't remember this. No.
So he gets like they go tubing and they all get out. He's like, man, dang on man, like Boomhauer, like he can't understand anything he says.
I'm all fucked up, man.
And I'm like, well, I'm gonna get like essentially he says like I'm just gonna keep going for a little while longer. Well, he ends up falling asleep and he's wearing like a leopard print speedo.
The leopard print speedo.
And he wakes up in like the canal in Dallas. And he's all dirty and disheveled. And nobody can understand what he's saying. He's wearing this speedo, so they just lock him up in the loony bin.
Have you heard how the creator Mike Judge came up with that voice?
Who knows? I have
It
not.
wasn't. No, he said it. It was on an episode of Conan, in like the '90s when he was on a Late Show or whatever it was, and he said it was somebody who called to complain about Beavis and Butthead.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was I don't remember what episode or whatever, but they said, or he said that this dude sounded exactly like that.
But not get dang on inappropriate show. You
So it's great. Like it's on YouTube if you want to actually see Mike Judge.
Well, that's where Beavis and Butthead is where it came from. Like Hank Hill evolved from their neighbor.
Yeah.
Tom Anderson, right?
I mean, he
I don't know. I never really got into Beavis and Butthead, but I know like their neighbor, their neighbor essentially became Hank Hill.
I know the only reason I got into
his
it.
60s, like after like something happened to Peggy.
Yeah.
He was all alone.
Peg. After Peggy died in that skydiving accident.
Holy shit, they did do that, right?
I turned it on. Funny enough, for the first time in probably like 3 or 4 years, I saw it like on the Sling TV yesterday, just looking for something to watch, and turned it on, and it was the episode where Peggy gets duped by the death row inmate to smuggle coke into the jail, thinking it's boggle timer sand.
Yep.
She's like, they even made me, Hank, they made me watch this movie about smuggling stuff in. It's called Don't Be a Mule.
And Hank,
it's so
I
fucking
think
great.
I was a mule.
One of my favorite ones is when Megalomart hires Dell to get rid of their rat problem.
Yeah, it's Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Mangione. And the whole time he's
Do-do,
like, it's
do-do.
Propane Joni, and they're like, Dale, you're fucking crazy.
He's like,
And
no.
yeah, and Hank's like, you're gonna ruin my reputation, Dale.
Chuckman Joni's just like hiding in between the shelves at the Megalomart.
Just stalking Dale the whole time too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do a King of the Hill.
Fucking love Dale.
So, anyways, for people listening, we've been talking about doing a nostalgic TV review show. We're gonna start with Futurama, even though I don't know now. Do we start with King of the Hill? I think I got Futurama first. But I guess we can do whatever we want to do because it's all kind of essentially evergreen because Out There is not going anywhere. You know, unless Biden gets voted in again, you know, then he's gonna get rid of King of the Hill. Texas succeeds.
Too American.
Texas secedes from the Union and they strip it, like they take King of the Hill away as pro-Texas propaganda.
Either that or Texas just takes all the rights to King of the Hill and just like, you can't watch it anymore.
Texas uses it as pro-Texas propaganda. It is. I learned from King of the Hill that it actually is a state law to defame beef in Texas.
What?
To defame beef. So like to publicly without prompt or evidence to publicly shed beef and the beef industry into a poor light is technically an offense in the state of Texas.
I'm gonna go do that in front of a cop in San Antonio.
Granted, like who knows how well they can enforce that, you know, but yeah.
Well, there are laws in San Antonio where it's still legal to kill a Native American under a certain bridge. Like they haven't completely gone away with like these old laws.
Yeah.
I need to stay away from that bridge.
Shit.
Fuck.
Like no one would
Sounds
ever say
reasonable.
but they haven't completely taken it off of the book, so
it's like marked with a plaque under that bridge, just like you could legally kill a Native American under this bridge.
Probably not, but I remember reading some article that was like strange laws that are still legal in Texas, and that was one. And I was like, what the?
Oh, there's strange. Have you ever looked up strange laws? There's one though that not at my high school. So the town I lived in, we had 4 high schools, and at one of the other high schools, a guy in North Carolina, it is still technically illegal to perform or receive oral sex.
Yeah.
So, a sheriff deputy found out that his daughter's boyfriend went down on her, like a high school kid, I think a junior. I think it was maybe my junior. He was the same age as me, but at a different high school. And had him arrested because he knew about the law. And he was on the sex offenders list for years.
Dude.
Even after they ended up getting married. Like they started dating like their junior year of high school, and this happened. They stayed together somehow through that. I'm assuming the daughter
Dad.
probably like never talked to her dad again.
Sue her for going down on him, and so the court should just throw it out because they can't prove who did what.
I don't know. Like it was a huge goddamn deal. And they finally, like, I think he appealed, like was able to get it appealed later on, you know, like after a while.
Yeah,
like,
because they can't prove that she didn't go down on him.
Because I think like, I don't know. Because I think if you're accused of something, but out on bail, I think you're still on like the registry, right? Because I don't know how that works, but I know he was on the sex offenders registry for like 5 years until
She made me put my pee-pee in her mouth.
She was like 16 or something like that then?
They were both the same age. They were both juniors in high school. But it is technically illegal to have oral sex.
I would have started crying and just been like, she made me put my
it
pee-pee
was
in her mouth.
some southern ass dipshit dad pissed because his like fucking daughter's probably getting more than he gets, and you know.
No, he's mad at that boy.
You did what to my daughter? I wouldn't even do that to your mother. You know, and
I don't eat pussy.
It's also in North Carolina illegal to have sex with the blinds open. That's why I
But
had
it's
to.
not illegal to watch, huh?
That's why I had to flee the state. I really did one time though, not me. Well, I've had sex with blinds open plenty of times, kind of a thrill, but so the house that we lived in North Carolina before I moved here was like a super old fucking house, and they added on to it. And from the living room, like across the corner, you could see like the add-on had like a big like picture window, you know, like a big like 6x4 window, and that was like one of the guest bedrooms. And we had a friend and his girlfriend over. The roommate I've talked about, who thought he was having a fucking heart attack and smelled terrible all the time. I'm like, we all like are drunk. I'm like, all right, let's go to bed. And I'm turning the lights on throughout the house, and they have the curtains open in that big ass picture window, and the light on. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see it from the living room as I'm like trying to close up everything in the house. And I'm like, oh, like they're still up. Like, what the fuck? I look over, and he has his girlfriend bent over the bed, like hands on her shoulders, just giving it to her.
Just power fucking.
I mean, just trying to jam his 4-inch dick into her head from behind, you know? And she's either enjoying it or doing a really good job acting, and her like big boobs are hitting her in the face and shit, you know? Just smack, smack, smack. And I just sat there and watched it, not so much out of like voyeurism, but just like I had lived with that dude for like 2 years. And I was just like thinking, it's like, any woman that lets that disgusting dude just fuck her down like that, like, I don't know whether to applaud her or just tell her to get the fuck out of my house. Like, I don't know how, like, I was just like, I don't know how to feel about this right now.
She a torta?
What?
A fat chick, a torta?
No, she was a little on the thicker side, but she was decent looking, you know? He was,
Okay.
He was, as far as I knew at the time, after they broke up and a little bit after that, he was the one and only white guy she'd ever been with. So, I mean, I don't know.
Was
She
that
was
rule
nice.
made before or after him?
So the boyfriend she had before him were not white, and the boyfriend she had
okay.
after him also not
I was
white.
just like,
Nor were
was
any
she
of
like not fucking anyone? And then
nor
fucked
were
him and
any
was
of
like,
them Mexican or Asian. So
I don't know. Some Mexicans got hammers.
oh, I'm sure there's like, can you imagine being like, I wonder what the biggest Asian dick is? I'm sure there's
just be,
got to
like,
be
some guy
one.
in the
Like,
middle of
is Yao
Japan.
Ming packing, or did it all go to his body?
Have packages.
I don't know. I haven't seen
Probably
a whole lot of dicks, to be
Or,
honest.
like anecdotal, but you know, I think it was just like a propaganda thing that the U.S. started about them.
I think Pornhub has done a pretty decent job of.
Well, they could
Yeah.
also just, I don't know. Well, okay, fine. I could.
But either way, I do
that,
feel.
that could be a thing of like just finding Asian dudes with a small wiener that could just be a kink as well because of the stereotype, and so that like
We know an Asian.
have a market.
We know an Asian from
Ooh.
the Drinking Bros live chat. He's cool. I'll have to be like, hey, dude, measure your dick. Length.
Tell
And-
me about your cultures.
Well,
Just
here's
send
the
a
thing.
picture of it to Nooner Nation.
Here's the thing.
podcast.
Do we ask for like full dimensions, like length, but then also circumference and diameter?
I mean, it all matters.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Tell him to like trace it on a piece of paper, even.
Send pictures. Put it like.
What is it when like you put a paper up and then like you get the Crayola? Give me
Oh yeah, like trace around it. Yeah, I was thinking like put it like next to her, like
on Indiana Jones.
on like a white sheet. Like you got to put it like a piece of white paper with a ruler next to it, and then like a quarter on the other side for scale.
Yeah.
But anyways, we just jumped right into this. And anyways, this has been Nooner Nation, the podcast for Nooners by Nooners. You already know what it is. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go out to Spotify, 5-star. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, yep, go out to repcps.com, use the promo code Nooners. Yep, Jay's got the skinny dips and bong rips hat. I've recently relapsed into my paintball addiction, and everybody wears beanies now, so I totally just ordered every beanie they have to wear so that if I get photographed at a paintball tournament, on the back of my head, you're going to see "Show me that butthole," which is,
gang.
in reality, is probably the motto of this podcast. So,
Show me
and
that
by the
butthole,
way,
girl.
Woom, now that you're in here, Ross mentioned that Emily Radikowski has some beehole pics out there on the internet. I couldn't find
I
it.
Googled it right away. I found them right away.
Send them, please.
Oh, I will.
Because I found one that maybe, but the focal point was more on the vagina than the beehole, whereas the Hope Soul, our patron saint, Hope Soul is butthole. It's really just an aggressive shot of that butthole. And that butthole has had some abuse, whether it's in or out. That thing's...
You guys have kids.
fair, but so does my wife, and her butthole doesn't look like that. I'll get pictures
I think
later
it's
and
the
send
same
it.
one.
I'll send you pictures later.
I think it's the focal point. It's not the focal point, but it's there.
Okay.
And it's bleached. You can see it, but it's
Maybe that's something we do next time we're all together as a team building exercise.
just show each other our buttholes.
No, we go get them bleached.
Oh.
That was a total joke.
I'm
The HR manager in the corner right now is saying, So yeah, we will not be getting our buttholes bleached together. What if we took made an episode about just finding like a random bum to go get waxed and bleached?
Go get them cleaned up, but don't just give them a bunch of meth or something.
What if we ever start a Patreon, we take that money and once a year we go to 6th Street and find the most ratchet ass person and give them a glow up and then follow them around the next night to see how it works.
This is something that you two can do for sure. And
That sounds like a good time.
We'll stay somewhere that's safe.
On 6th Street's fine.
There's cops everywhere on 6th Street.
Okay, fine. Fine, Charlie.
I got drugged on a weekday,
Y'all
alright?
can
It
do
wasn't a
that,
weekend.
Thanks.
and then, I'll just stay in one of those.
Charlie ruining the good time by being the voice of reason here. Like, god damn it.
No.
There's gotta be a fucking adult in the room. God damn it.
Y'all can do whatever you want. I'm going.
Dude, this picture you sent me looks like somebody's armpit.
That's the butthole. I photoshopped the vagina out.
I think this is the same. I think it's the same photo I saw though, but it literally looks like somebody's armpit.
That's weird.
But I mean, here's the thing. I kind of figured that's what her butthole would look like. So
Yeah, no, she's a model, so everything's the same color.
yeah, it's all just the same. But anyways, we're gonna get out of here as soon as I can get to this. So again,
Weird.
click all the likes, do all the reviews, tell all your friends about the weird shit we talk about here. Because we seem to keep every single week, the YouTube gets up to, it's probably been, I bet you it's been 6 months now. At Wednesday, we gain 3 subscribers, and on Thursday, we lose 3 subscribers. This has been happening every single week. And I'm pretty sure it's Ruben Snyder fucking with me. So let's try to break this trend. Go tell your friends to subscribe and also not report us for any of the weird shit we do. But anyways, this has been Nooner Nation. For Charlie, for Jake, I'm Bill. Good